we started this journey together, and I brought out the questions of like, what is liberation? What is liberation to you? What does it feel like? What would it feel like? What does it not feel like? And today I want to just partner that with like radical truth. Truth is really difficult in these days and times. We see so much false information out there, opinions being considered facts when really it's just perception. And a lot of it has to do with the mirages we're fed in this world, the misperceptions that we start to believe as fact, as truth. And our belief systems, y'all, which unfortunately from a space of truth, a lot of them are conditioned in fear, conditioned in otherism, conditioned in hierarchy. Someone's above, someone's below, someone's less than, someone's more. And the truth of the matter is, my friends, we're all equal here. Although we do not see equality living out loud in these times, these worlds, these days, these moments in this human experience. So the truth of the matter is, like, you matter, and so does everybody else. What you need to be liberated and free might not be the exact same for somebody else, yet they probably too have needs, wants, desires, and we all should be worthy enough to receive those. And truthfully, my friends, I don't like using the word should. Who am I to should us? But wouldn't that be a wonderful reality and a wonderful way of living in our bodies, thinking in our minds, walking through the world? And I hold that with the truth that that is not the current norm. So take some breaths with me here as we ground into this idea that we are working together in our own unique and authentic ways, individually as well as interconnectedly, to get more free. I mentioned yesterday that this month is difficult for me. This time of the year is difficult for me. And in the difficulty, there's also like a whole lot of sweetness and beauty. I am a sunshine girl. I love to be outside. I like the warmth of my skin. I love the summer season. And yet, in this season, I'm constantly reminded of what my family and I went through 12 years ago, as well as the years before that. And all the things that we've never named, all the things we never were able to talk about, all the illusions that I buried. This time of the year is also like our wedding anniversary. My wedding anniversary with my husband is something I've been thinking about with truth is I hid so much from him due to shame, due to this idea that he won't love me. He won't like me anymore. He might not like my family dynamic if I let him into the humanness, the messiness, the dysfunction, the heartbreak, the pain, the addiction, all the things that we're living out loud in our family unit that I didn't know how to be truthful with. Today, something came up for me while I was in group at TriCap, which I get to teach at it's like intersection of recovery and corrections, y'all. So it's still punitive punishment with this essence of like recovery. And one of the things that comes up a lot is guilt. And, gosh, I wish I knew what I know now back then. I wish I had this peace of mind, this ability to be more patient, more tender, more spacious. And not just for me, right? This is a common thread I see in so many folks and people and stories. And yes, I wish I had the language. I wish I had the endurance and stamina to stay more compassionate and empathetic instead of like, pushing away and being so angry and frustrated. I wish. And yet now I do have, I also always have work to do, but I do have more of that empathy. I do have more of that patience. I do have more of an understanding, both learned and lived, as far as what addiction does to folks, as far as what mental illness does for folks, as far as what shame does to us as folks, as people. So as we breathe here together today, y'all, I just feel called to layer the next step in day 2 of this 6th month where we are working together to get more free. And the only way we can do that is if we are a little bit more honest. And honestly, y'all, I'm not 100% honest all the time. I don't know, I wanna be, I really do. And as I was thinking about that today as well, I was like, well, what's the hurdle? What's the obstacle, Carrie, when you can't be honest? And for me, it's relationship with other folks and thinking that, okay, if I'm radically honest to this person right now, will it cause them disappointment? Will it cause them frustration, sadness? Will it cause them to maybe not see me, although they're totally not seeing me if I'm not in truth? And more in that mixing bowl of all the things, right? So for me, I tend to hide my truth in moments where I know that it's going to make somebody else uncomfortable. However, in my truthfulness, when I do that, that makes me more uncomfortable. And I am so worthy of knowing comfort in my own body, my own mind. Maybe it's safety, right? Maybe it's stability. Maybe it's spaciousness of existence. There's so much to each and all of us that might cause us to bypass, deny our own comfort to make the outer world and the people around us more comfortable. If we keep in that pattern, that circuit, that cycle, my friends, that liberation is going to be even further and further and further away. So today, let's entertain the idea of being a little bit more honest, a little bit more truthful. And something I would like to offer us in this space of truthfulness today is a practice called Sankalpa. This could be, Sankalpa is intention magnified, okay? It's what we desire. Centering in again around liberation here, freedom, peace, whatever that is for you. What is something, a statement that is very truthful to what we need that we can come back to time and 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 time again? This is like mantra magnified, y'all. There's an intensity and there's an energy here, and it's all in the benefit of you feeling a little bit more at ease when there's so much out there, y'all, that can make us feel uneasy. This is about you knowing your power in a world that wants to take the power away constantly. This is about you regulating yourself when maybe the outer world is telling you otherwise, and more. So, Sankalpa, or we might call it our heart's desire. We might call it an affirming statement that we can like really use over and over and over and over and over again. I would keep going with the over and over again, but you guys are probably rolling your eyes, so it's okay. That's okay. But just know this is something we're going to use long term. So, in the space of truth, maybe just maybe you bring your hands to your heart. Maybe just maybe you lift that space up just a little higher and soften those shoulders a little lighter. Your eyes do not have to be open. Maybe you close them. Your eyes do not have to be closed. Maybe you soften them. And see if we can just take a couple breaths here together. Inhale to exhale, and bring your awareness down below your head, down below your throat, down below your shoulders, and into the spaciousness of your heart. Notice any resistance to be here, and breathe into that too. And in the space of truthfulness, in the space of you knowing freedom and liberation in your body, in your breath, in your mind, in your soul. What is it that you desire? What is it that you need? What is it that you want and that you need to remember you are worthy of? And as you feel into all this within you as best you can, that's always our practice, y'all. That's always our work as best we can. Showing up truthfully, taking your time here as you feel what's alive within you. Just that gentle reminder, more than likely, that exists in the other folks, foes, friends, family, all the interconnectedness around us. More than likely, they feel this too. And I don't say that in a way to dim or divide you. I say this in a way of us recognizing that those desires, those needs, those wants live in us all. And my truth tells me we're worthy of each and all of those being abundantly met. If they're heart centered, they can do no harm. If they're true to truth itself, they can do no harm. They can only empower and expand and evolve us even more closely to our heart, our humanity, our healing. So take just a few more moments here, maybe even longer, y'all. And just again, what is it that you desire? My invitation for this practice today is to use these next 29 days, beginning today, coming into a statement, an affirmation, a mantra, Sankalpa, that you can use, that you can practice, that you can write, that you can draw, that you can keep at the forefront of your mind and the very center of your heart and the expansiveness of your soul. So, what showed up for you? Was it, I need safety? I am safe. Was it, I need gentleness? I will be gentle. Was it generosity? I will receive, right? Like what showed up for you? This statement needs to be affirming, needs to mean like, this is happening. This is happening. I've been using a Sankalpa for almost a decade now. And I feel like I've shared this before on prior Substack. So I apologize for those who is hearing this again. But you know what? It's a new day. It's a new day. I'm a new person. But I'm still using this framework of like what I need and what I want, what I desire. And it is I am healed, I am whole, I am safe, I am loved. And whenever I feel my mind doing what the mind wants to do in a world that is saturated in judgment, hierarchy, hurt, harm, and violence, I come back to that. I am healed. I am whole. I am safe. I am loved. Whenever I feel myself and all my shadows, all my ego-y stuff that wants to keep me small and quiet and disempowered, I am healed. I am whole. I am safe. I am loved. Whenever my shadows creep up of like, girl, you are strange. You're an outlier. You're weird. You don't belong. I am healed. I am whole. I am safe. I am loved. This is my Sankalpa. I have been using it again almost for 10 years now, which is beautiful. And I feel it has generated so much stability in me in a very unstable world, right? And that's the man-made stuff, y'all. The world itself, planet Earth, Mother Earth, she's stable. It's our mind stuff. It's our belief systems. It's those thoughts that are like, I'm better than, I'm less than. Who are they? Who am I? Right? Like all the poison that we ingest and we just tolerate as normal. That's the stuff that's stable, all right? and we take it on because what we think we become, what we think matters. We don't have to trust every thought that we have, but we got to start like having a little bit of power, right? Truth around what is this about? What is this thought? Where did this idea come from? Where did this belief system come from? Is this truth? Is this real? I don't know. Get curious. Be in the questions. And when it feels like too much, have this Sankalpa as the grounding point to come home to. I am. I am. I am. I am. So that's your work today, y'all. We're layering that onto the idea of what is liberation for us. And we're going to use this statement to keep working towards, to, forward, and through so we can know what that is. When you are more free, I am more free. When I am more free, you are more free. It is my dream. It is my ultimate goal that before I leave this body, this lifetime, this world, that I will see the shift in consciousness. I will see the shift in community. I will see the shift in humanity where we are more loving, kind, and just. And that only will happen if we're each willing to do the internal work. I will be loving. I will be kind. I will be just. Maybe that's your Sankalpa. But think about it. Feel into it. Feel free to leave a message, comment below, y'all. Share your Sankalpa with this community so we can uplift you and like, yes! Some things you might do, get some Post-it notes, get your journal out, write it over and over and over and over and over again before, or so it can become like a natural rhythm. I am healed. I am whole. I am safe. I am loved. I am all the things and more, okay? So this is day 2, Sankalpa, using that to help us turn the lights on, be more honest, be more truthful. And then when it feels too much, there's no judgment there because it can be too much. It can totally be too much. Take your breath, wiggle your body, and get your mind information to what it is that's going to get you free, okay? I'm cheering you on. I love you so much. Day 2, baby. Day 2, baby. Thank you for being here with me. Excited, grateful. I believe in you. I hope you believe in me, which I think you do if you're here with me, y'all, right? So powerful, my friends. I am, I am, I am, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you so much. Thank you.